Okay, line is working. Here we go. So I heard someone come in a second ago. Let's see, I've got all these. It was just an added. Hello, good morning, Judge Person, and I do welcome everyone to the municipal court this morning. This is a convenience, the Zoom, and we're keeping it as long as we can because it is very convenient. I just want everyone to know, though, that if it's something that you feel like you would rather be in person live here in the courtroom, this is by agreement. So if you choose not to meet this way, there's no negative consequence. You just need to let me know so that I can get that set up for you. Okay. But otherwise, I would say I'm just assuming everybody's good with it. Okay. And that it helps. So, people with work schedules and things like that and going up and down the highway just to get here. Uh, Oftentimes, we don't need to do that. I do need to let folks know, though, that when we go toward trial, when we set trial, trials are here in the courtroom. We're not authorized to do trials by Zoom at this time. So just be aware of that part. And I do welcome everyone to court. Again, I'm Judge Person. Mr. Matson is here. He is the prosecutor for the city. He is the equivalent of like a district attorney in the city level. And Mr. Matson, could you unmute and just introduce yourself so that everybody gets a quick view?
Morning, everyone. I'm Ryan Matson. I'm the attorney for the City of Temple.
Thank you. I'm actually going to kick off your meetings because I see Andrew Wolf, he logged in first, and let me go ahead and ask him to get on screen and unmute if he's there. He might be in another hearing, so we'll just see if he does that quickly. If not, we'll come back to him. Mr. Wolf, if you're available, if you can get on screen and unmute, I'll start you. We'll come back to him soon, but I do want to move on then to attorney from Todd DeKotch's office, Blake Stone. Mr. Stone, I see you on the screen. If you could unmute, thank you.
Morning, Judge.
Morning. I know that you and Mr. Matson have a number of cases, and you've already heard all the things that I'm talking about this morning. So I'll go ahead and, because we're on reset with you, so I'll go ahead and move y'all over to that meeting with Mr. Matson.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Okay. And I've got another person coming in. Let me just take care of that. Darius. Let's see. And I know the name. Just looking. I didn't really see, I only saw one person plus this one. I'm not sure. Let me ask quickly if I could. There was Rod's iPhone, and I think that's Roderick Davis.
Yes, ma'am. That's me. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
not that tech savvy. I'm trying to cut my camera. Oh, there it is.
yeah, you don't.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about it. I marked you in and I thought that's got to be him, but I just wanted to verify. And you'll be coming up shortly. So now that I know you're good to go and
Yes, ma'am.
got you properly identified. So didn't want you to not have the place. I watch as people log in.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I will be keeping to that just to have some semblance of a line. And then if I could, Darius, thank you so much, Mr. Davis. We'll be right with you shortly. Darius,
Yes, ma'am.
iPhone, you just came in, and if you could unmute and tell us your full name, that would be great.
Is Darius Green Allen?
What's that last name?
Green Allen?
Oh, there you are. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. I've took note of the name on the screen. So I'll be very shortly, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So a couple of things just to know, and this kind of highlights something that I think is important to know when you come to a court. This is Class C court. The cases filed here are Class C offenses. If you're found guilty, it results in a conviction on your record. Okay. Generally, that's the driving record, though we do have Class C offenses that are not driving offenses, penal code violations under Class C, and also code enforcement cases are filed here. I don't think we have anything beyond that on the docket this morning, so I won't go into all the things that can happen here. But I do want to let you know that if you wish to seek advice of an attorney before you get started on your case, before your plea is accepted by the court, what I'll tell you is that before your plea is accepted by the court, if you wish to get legal advice, you just say, Judge, I need some time, and I'll reset your case to come back on a different day. You may choose to have an attorney represent you, and you may not. And that's really something that we make as our own decision when we're in a court like this one. And so I do want to let you know that you have that option before your plea is accepted by the court. And just to invoke that right, you just say, hey, Judge, I need some time. You go and you can meet with someone, an attorney of your choosing is how that works in the Class C level. And if you hire someone and come back with them, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. You come back without an attorney. So I don't really have an opinion about whether you hire an attorney. That's certainly within your rights to do so. But if you didn't know that you might want to do that first, just let me know today before we get started, and I'll, shift pattern basically and give you a different approach. Okay. So once your plea is accepted by the court, you have waived that right. Okay. Now, what I want to and if you have questions about that, you can ask. Okay. I can't give legal advice. I can tell you what happens in a courtroom, how the courtroom works. I can't apply the law to your case, talk to you about what you should and shouldn't do with your case. Those are individualized questions that an attorney gives advice about. Okay. So if you ask me a question that I'm not allowed to answer because it's legal advice, don't be offended, but I'll explain, hey, I can't answer that, but here's what I can tell you. I'll tell you the things I legally can tell you, but I'm not allowed to represent a party that's appearing in front of me. I think that makes perfect sense. When you're meeting with Mr. Matson, who is not my representative, he represents the city attorney's office like a DA would at the county level, or a county attorney at the district and county levels, excuse me. When you meet with that person, again, he's a lawyer who cannot give you legal advice, and he'll probably explain that. But if you have that meeting, just know he's not in a position to do that because he represents the other side. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to let you know is that in any situation that lands you in a Class C setting, with Class C offenses, same as any other type of court, you are not guilty unless you're found guilty or you change that presumption of innocence with your plea. So that means ultimately, when we really apply the facts to the road, that a ticket is an accusation. Okay. It's a way that we have that a person gets accused, and it can be a ticket, a citation. It can be, you might receive a summons on a code violation, for example. Those are all accusation level initiations, and that gets filed with the court, and it's accusing the person of something. When you give a plea, you're answering that accusation. And there are three main options for pleading in a court like this one: guilty, not guilty, no contest. Of course, we're presumed to be not guilty, but if we plead not guilty, we're maintaining that innocence that the law presumes. That case is moving toward trial. If you plead guilty, you're saying, I did this. If you plead no contest, you're not admitting it. You're not denying it either. It's a neutral plea that allows you to be sentenced. Okay. So on guilty or no contest, I'm moving the case into sentencing. On not guilty, I'm moving the case to trial. Now, the pretrial docket is meeting outside of my hearing because there may be a discussion of facts, and judges are not supposed to predetermine and take a position on those facts. So we don't listen to the pretrial proceeding because there can be that type of discussion. If you're meeting with Mr. Matson, you noticed he stepped out into a breakout room. I do not have access to that conversation. It is not recorded. Okay. You can have a conversation with him. if you wish, he may or may not make an offer. He usually does. He will usually articulate his position. What I ask him to do as a person appearing before me is to make sure that he is going to be able to face the trial or to issue a dismissal if he feels that he cannot. And beyond that, he has certain guidelines that he follows under state law. So just be aware that he doesn't represent you and that he may take a position and he may make an offer. You're welcome to ask him for an offer. That may or may not happen, okay? And then our next setting is likely to be here in the courtroom. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is if you pleaded guilty or no contest, what happens? So our laws are always a general rule with exceptions, okay? So the general rule is if you enter a plea of guilty or a plea of no contest and the judge accepts your plea, then you're found guilty and you pay the fines and costs. Now, that's the general statement. Let me give you the exceptions. We'll start with paying of fines and costs. I have a lot of tools available to me as judge of the court when I do that sentence. Once I've issued a sentence, if your circumstances change, I actually have tools to address those changes. For example, a person comes in, they plead guilty, they set up a payment plan. 4 months later, they're paying $30, $50 a month. They lose their job. Now what happens? If I know they've lost their job, I work with them to come up with an alternative way to handle their case. That could be community service. That could be a super low payment. That could be a delay. There are a lot of things that can happen if I know to work with the person. Otherwise, they're expected to pay what they've been paying because we don't know that they can't. So if you run into that situation, please come into the court or email the court. Always with the email, you should get a reply. And if you don't, you need to reach out. But make sure we know what's happening so that I have an opportunity to work with you instead of doing scary things like talking to you about warrants or sending you warrant letters. Keep your address current, whether you agree or disagree with the filing of what the accusation is. That's a requirement by law that we keep up with it. And then what I want to tell you is on the issue of payment, that really depends a lot on people's situation. So the more information I have, the better. I may have questions of you at that point, and we'll have a simple conversation and you can tell me any concerns that you have. Now, as far as having it go on your record, being found guilty, there are 4 ways to gain a dismissal in a Class C court directly from the judge, even if you have pleaded guilty or no contest. I'm going to tell you what they are. I'm going to quickly tell you how they work, and then I'm going to start moving through people's situations. So compliance dismissals, driver safety course options, deferred dispositions, and teen court methods for gaining a dismissal of an offense on a Class C offense. Compliance dismissals, the first one. Those are items that can be brought up to date and dismissed. The law needs to say that that's an option. It's the law creates the offense, the law creates the dismissal. There are a bunch of details to each one of those requirements that need to be met. For example, if you get a defective equipment ticket because your blinker is broken and you come on to court on time with your blinker repaired and proof of that in a way that I can get it into my file, such as a picture or a repair bill, there's a $10 dismissal fee instead of $180+ ticket. And, the case is dismissed. And I do assume that everybody wants that if they can get that. I am allowed under law to walk you through those on a plea of guilty or no contest, and you can expect me to do that, to jump right in. But you're also welcome to ask questions about it. It is your case. And, you just need to let me know if you have questions. Now, the second option is a driving safety course option. The driver safety course option is available on moving violations for certain drivers in the state of Texas. Not everyone is allowed access to that program. If you meet the requirements to be in the program, which pertains mostly to your license, but also to whether the offense is eligible for that treatment, then I will automatically tell you I'm allowed to, hey, are you wanting to do that? And if you are wanting to do that and you're eligible, I'll work with you on how that works. You will save money and keep the item off your record. It will be cheaper than than paying the whole ticket and having it go on your record. So you might want to let me know or ask questions if I'm not automatically jumping in there with you, because if it looks to me like you might not be eligible, I ask questions. If I'm sure you're not eligible, I skip right over that. But if you have questions about it, go ahead and voice those when it is your turn. We have that program in the state of Texas because we have an overwhelming situation in our state where we are the leading state for death and dismemberment on the roadways. I just attended a class about that with all the statistics. Frankly, I'm a little overwhelmed about it right now, and I think I'll just skip over that right now. But suffice it to say, it's true. And I'm glad we have that program, and I'm glad people can save money and have that option if they choose it. No one's going to force you to do that. It's just a good option because it keeps it off your record and you save money. I do assume most people want to save money if they can, and that many of us also have a concern about our record. Now, the third option is called a deferred disposition. On the first two, I'm kind of jumping in and talking to you about it. On this one, I'm not supposed to do that, okay? You're supposed to know this. And most of us didn't wake up thinking about deferred dispositions. Maybe I did. Maybe some of our lawyers did. But most of us don't think about it all that much. So deferred is a word that means delay. Disposition is a word that means, to make final or dispose of. A delay making your case final. I put your plea on hold. I put an order in place on a piece of paper, okay? That piece of paper will list all the things that need to be done to earn the dismissal. If you do the items that are checked off, you earn a dismissal. You will know what to do and you will know how to do it, and you will know what you're required to do in order to earn that dismissal. In Class C courts, we have some exceptions that make some of that a little bit easier. You are permitted to ask the judge for a deferral without the prosecutor being present in most cases. Now, you may choose to ask the prosecutor for a deferral, and that prosecutor can discuss that with you. But I'm also, and then y'all bring me an agreement. If y'all bring me an agreement on a deferral, I'm pretty likely to sign it because both parties agree. And normally I don't get in the way of that. Okay. Every now and then there'll be something, but it's pretty rare. Now, and I would say like extremely rare, like twice in 20 years, rare. So you can talk to the prosecutor about a deferral. They usually last anywhere from 90 days to 6 months. They can be, convenient. Mostly you have to abstain from having any more tickets. We do have to sort out the fines and costs. Sometimes there's a class or a record that needs to be produced, or something along that nature, some kind of compliance issue or, learning opportunity, as we say. It varies from case to case. What you need to know is that you can ask, guilty or no contest, I would like a deferred. If you request a deferred, the judge in a Class C court is required to rule on that request and give you due consideration. And that is what you will get from me. Okay. I don't come in with prejudged ideas of offenses and what did or did not happen. I will give you a hearing right away and we'll just, go from there. If the judge says yes in a Class C court, you're in. If the judge says no, that's the end of the discussion. But keep in mind, I'm open to it and make those requests if that's what you're seeking. You just say, I would like a deferred. You don't have to quote laws to me. I know them, and all you have to do is just let me know that you're seeking that, and we'll have that discussion. Okay. And I'll give you what I'm supposed to give you, which is my best at that point. Okay. Now, the fourth and final option relates to teen court. If you're in high school or middle school or homeschooled, seeking the high school diploma or equivalent, and I'm not already talking to you about teen court, you need to let me know because it's a little bit like a deferred, except I get to be pushier. I don't have to wait for the request. I can push because it is our top uh, success plan for non-recurrence of offense. And when we're talking traffic, our young people are our top statistic in this state. And I'm very passionate about that. And we have a very active, vivacious teen court program. And we want to avail you of teen court if we can. If you absolutely refuse, I can't stop you. Okay. You're always able to just pay your ticket at the window. But people here today are a little more engaged, and I assume that's for a reason. Okay. So I do take that seriously, and I'll be answering your questions and talking to you openly. And again, if you need an excuse after today's hearing because you are stepping out from work for a minute or something, let us know. We can email that to you so that you can have it for your employer. We know your time is very vital and important to you. Okay, as I say, I did take note when I watched people logging in, and I want to just start my side of the list of people. Mr. Grau, can you unmute and just talk to me for a minute?
Yes, ma'am.
Morning, how are you, sir? First of
I'm
all,
doing great and blessed. How are you?
yeah, I'm very much the same. Thank you for asking. Um, and I'm just looking at the notes again. Okay, so are you working at this time?
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's what I just wanted to double check. Give me one moment. I need to do one quick thing with the clerk. Can you
Yes,
please
ma'am.
hold on me, please? Yeah, Mr. Grau. I'm just getting a copy of your deferral. I want to kind of see where we are. I read what you told me was happening for you, and I want to work with you. So I just want to see kind of where we are. Okay. Right now, I don't have signatures. So that means that we need to just start up. Okay. I did receive a request for deferral. I have granted it. Okay. I did send a deferral order to you, and we're kind of coming up on the end of that. So we went ahead and did what we call a show cause to say, hey, it didn't happen.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I can see from your message why that might have happened. Okay. Um, I do want to ask you, and I'm not trying to single you out in any way, but just one second. Hold on. Oh, we do have a signed copy. Okay. Hold on just a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
I need the most recent because then I know what I have to work with. Okay. Let's see. Are you in Conroe? Is that where
Yes,
you?
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And do you have stable living condition at this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know. I want to ask you too, as far as like responsibilities that you have your wife. Is she working?
No, ma'am. She just had surgery.
Okay. Okay. Um, Let me make some notes. Hold on. Is there the thought that she would be back at work soon, or is that not what could happen at this point?
As far as me,
Let's start with her, and then I do want to get
no, she takes care of my daughter's grandkids. So
okay.
my daughter works out of town all week long. So Monday through Friday, she watches kids.
Okay. How many grandchildren?
I have three between the ages of 8 and 3.
Okay. And another question I had, sir, is I'm sorry to ask you this, but I do need
Yeah.
to. How long have you been without employment?
Since all this has taken place, it's been a little over a year now. I've got a gentleman that's wanting to put me back to work, but I've got to get my license back. And
Okay, hold on just a moment. Do we have a hold on his license? I think
I've
we,
been through a lot since all this. I worked for a company that we were doing third party work, and they decided not to pay us, and that's what started all this mess.
okay. That's illegal, so I hope y'all will,
Oh,
but
yeah, it's been a big mess. His thing was sue me, and when you don't have a way to, you lose your license, you can't get back and forth. It just made things really chaotic.
okay. Okay, at this time, I'm gonna waive your fines and costs.
Wow. Well,
Sorry,
no, I'm lost for words. Thank you. It's
and then I'm gonna release your license.
Oh, you're a blessing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just have this right now though, so I don't know how to address all that. Oh, I see. Okay. Um, you have cases with other courts.
Yes, ma'am. I've reached out to Burnett and trying to get it all resolved. I'm supposed to call back this afternoon, and they're going to send me some more paperwork so I can get that one taken care of.
Okay. You need to let them know that this court has declared you indigent, that's the word,
Yes,
unable to
ma'am.
pay. And that I did find that community service is a hardship at this time. So you might
Yeah.
let them know because they are supposed to take judicial notice of that, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
But contact them if do you have a list of the places that are holding your license?
Yes, ma'am. I've got it all sitting right here in front of me.
Okay, okay. And do you have information for how to get an occupational license?
No, ma'am.
Okay, there is information through the state bar online, and I can send that to you.
Oh, thank you so
I'll just
much.
send that to you. So we will email what I call the occupational license packet. And as far as this case, I'm going to, you haven't had more tickets, so I'm going
No,
to,
ma'am. I refuse to drive right now. Back when all this on the 4th, I've got family that lives in Hunt, Texas,
uh-huh,
and I want to get back up and help them out. They flooded really bad, and it's my
yeah.
aunt and uncle, and we're wanting to get back up and help them get their house back together.
I understand. I've got folks out there as well. It's
It's devastating to see it all.
yeah, and they really got whacked. Okay, what I'm doing is waiving your fines and costs. I'm waiving the insurance requirements. Your case will be heading to dismissal on September 3rd, but I am releasing the hold today. Now, I will tell you that Omni provider through DPS,
Yes, ma'am.
they can take up to what they will say is 15 to 20, 10 to 20 days.
Okay.
You need to count that as a month because they don't count weekends in that 20. Uh,
Okay.
but the list where you pull that list up, you'll watch us drop from open case to closed. When it drops to closed, then you'll know that they have done their part too. I will do that today or tomorrow,
Thank
electronic,
you.
but they receipt it as mail, and it can take a little time to clear. So just be aware of that, okay?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
watch it go up and leave, and once it's off into closed, you know you're kind of done with us, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I will keep you on your deferred. I'm not convicting you. This was a show cause. I've been able to hear what happened and take it into account. So you're good to go unless you have further questions.
No, it's a blessing. Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm glad am here to
Yes,
help.
ma'am. Yes. You have a blessed day.
I wish you the very best. I know it's an
Thank you so
uphill,
much.
but you will get there. And the packet for how to get an occupational will be emailed to you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Along with your updated deferral that reflects the waivers, okay?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a blessed day.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. I also would like to talk to Darius Green Allen.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Green Allen. Do you go by Green Allen or do you go by Allen? How do you do it?
Just green.
Okay, Mr. Green, perfect. I wanted to let you know we have a program. I did receive your plea, and it was a plea of no contest, and this was to the the issue of an accusation of theft under $100 with fines and costs of $381. And I did receive a plea of no contest and a request for a payment plan. I did want to let you know first, before we talk about that, about your options. I wanted to let you know that you are eligible for what we have here in the city of Temple is called a first offender program. And that means that if we reset your case, and bring you back in about a month. If you took, we would send you information for how to complete 8 hours of online education regarding theft intervention. If
Okay.
you don't have access to the internet, you can do that at the Temple Public Library. But if you take the class and turn it in, a completion certificate, you can gain a dismissal up front without having a deferral or paying the 381. So that's the first offender program. We have that program. It is a written agreement between myself and this prosecutor that we want folks who have a first offense to have that opportunity because it has a dramatic impact on the record and on your housing and your ability to get, good paying jobs. So we want to do that. Is that something that you're interested in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Would you be able to complete that course in a 30-day period and get it turned in to us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If I, what I need to do is get your signature on a reset form and give you information for how to find a class.
Okay.
Is there an opportunity today for you to come by the court and make a signature and get copies?
What time would I have to be there? Because I live in Gerald right now, but I work in Temple, so I could be able to come to Temple. I just need to know a good time to be there.
Okay, well, we don't close until 5, so I'm pretty
Okay.
open. When would work for you?
I could be there around 3:30.
I'll put down 3 to 3:30 and we'll have all your forms at the window
Okay.
and it'll be quick once you get here. It won't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes. Any clerk in the lobby can help you. Do you know where we're located?
Yes.
Okay, you just walk in, any clerk at the window can help you. Your paperwork will be there and they'll show you what it is and you'll sign off and read it. Or you can take it home and read it, but it'll walk you through how to find the class and the reset, which is going to be 30 days from today. We're going to call that 9/11. Okay.
Okay.
If you just bring it in on or before that date, let me see. Actually, we're resetting you for Zoom Live, right? Um, that's going to be September 16th.
Okay.
Okay. And that'll be in writing. Okay. And as long as you get your course done and turned in, the case gets dismissed and there's no conviction and no deferral either. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then with the thanks of the court, you are free to go.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I see Mr. Matson back out. Let me make sure we have uh there's Mr. Stone. Got it. Give me just a quick moment to pull out. Y'all have a number of cases and I just want to get them all pulled out of my packets. Okay, half of today's docket, basically. So let's go ahead and let me ask where y'all want to start.
We can go in alphabetical order, Judge.
Sorry.
We can go in alphabetical order. We'll start with Agarwal.
Okay. I'm ready.
It might just be easier to tell you that there's an offer on every case,
Okay.
and it would be best for Mr. Stone to get a reset on each of those so that he can take those offers back to each client and figure out what they'd like to do.
Okay, and the state agrees?
Yes, the state does agree.
Okay, my next pretrial date is going to be September 16th. Will that work for you both?
Yes, Your
Yes, it
Honor.
will, Judge.
Hang on just a moment. What now? Oh, I'm sorry. The Zoom is 9. I got turned around. Zoom is going to be September 9th. Will that work?
September 9th. Yes, Your Honor, it sure will.
Okay. And is that true for all of the cases?
It is, Your
Judge.
Honor, and I do expect resolutions on all of them.
Well, I won't hold you to that, but that's helpful to know. And we'll go ahead and do Zoom resets on all of these for 9/9/25.
At the same time, Your Honor?
Yes, all at 9 and all for that Zoom pretrial.
Okay.
Okay, do you have any further questions, Mr. Stone?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much for your time. And may I be excused?
Yes, we'll email these reset forms to you.
Okay.
To the email that we used for today's setting. Will that work for you?
It sure will, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Stone, with the thanks of the court, you are free to go.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Mr. Matson, you're moving forward with Mr. Wolf. He was having some connection problems, so he's back on. Mr. Wolf, you didn't lose your place in line just for the connection issues.
Oh, thank you.
Let me move you over to that meeting. Okay, let's see. Let me get all the notes made on these. And we're good. Assign the date of them all. There you go.
And there was a lot of them.
Yes, that was a number of things. Okay. And so we're just kind of cooling our heels right now. I did see someone come in at the end, and let me just check and see. Tamara Jones, I did see you come in. I let you in. So good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
Good morning.
How are
I'm
you?
fine. I'm sorry. I was at work and I got a little behind schedule. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you saying that, but we're good.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, let me just give me a moment to review everything you've sent us. Okay. There's always a trouble when I have a thing like this because from what I'm reading, okay, you've entered a plea of no contest, and the accusation is an assault by contact. And June 17th is the alleged date, okay? And if you paid it at the window, it's $296. Now,
Yes, yes, ma'am. I didn't pay it because she told me it was gonna go on my record in the type of work I do.
yeah. So, Ms. Jones, I have not yet accepted your plea. And the message that you gave me on the form that you sent really was kind of saying, hey, I'm not guilty, but I'm pleading no contest. And this didn't happen the way it's alleged. And it didn't happen. There was no contact. I think that the thing we should consider is seeing if the prosecutor can visit with you today
Okay.
as a preliminary, if you don't mind staying in the meeting for a little while.
Okay. I am at work. They just let me step off for me.
The other option is I can reset your case to a different day. It's in about a month, and that would be on the 9th of September. And we could do Zoom still.
Okay.
To be a little more available to visit with him. I
Okay.
think we should take that step.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because the incident, it did happen. It's just not how she said it happened.
Right. You were transparent.
Yes, ma'am.
I read that and I just want to, I think it's appropriate for you to discuss with the prosecution whether he is pursuing the case. Okay. He has not visited with you, but he does have access to the other party in a way that a judge should not have.
Okay.
I really shouldn't be taking sides just at this moment. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to reset this. I do need to get your signature. I can email it to your email if you can print it and sign it and email it back,
Yes, ma'am.
or you can come by the court and sign it and get your copy here.
I can come up there when I get off today
What time do you get off?
at 2 o'clock, and I make it there around 3.
Okay, I'll put about 3. And we'll have everything at the counter for you. So when you walk up to the court, it shouldn't take very long, just a few minutes. But they'll have a reset form for you to sign.
And I come to the municipal court.
Yes, ma'am. We are
Okay.
located at 401 North 3rd Street.
Okay.
Okay,
All
Well-
right. Thank you.
we'll see you then.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. So I am just kind of working through paperwork while we're all waiting, okay? The rest of the folks here are for pretrial. Yes? Oh, is he? I'm so sorry. Mr. Edelbrock?
Morning, Judge. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm trying to find you. There you are. Okay. You actually are on my docket this morning. Give me a moment to review everything. This is an allegation of speeding, 42 and a 30. The fines and costs are 253. And I did have, yeah, so you had a lot of questions, and many of them are things that are legal advice.
Okay.
And I did not feel comfortable going back and forth with email. They are perfectly good questions, okay? So one thing you wanted to ask is, will the documents, which were a financial affidavit and a copy of your license, will these be part of the public record? That's a complicated question, okay? Yes and no, okay? The yes is if someone comes in and asks for the contents of a file and they name that file, I produce it because it's not public record, it's open court, an open court doctrine. If someone comes in and says, I want everyone who's sped in the last 3 months, I personally resist those kinds of requests because they're not specific enough. I do feel it's a privacy issue for people to the degree that we should have some privacy in our culture. And, I do resist them pretty successfully, and I just tell them no, because I am not a data mining business. Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't feel courts should be data mined. Okay. Now, different judges do it differently. Okay. But from what I see online, because we have online groups that we talk about what we're all doing throughout the state, I think it's a fair thing to say that most courts are handling it the same way right now. But I can't make a guarantee to you that no one could ever acquire the information. If they did, though, certain information would be redacted, such as personal addresses and phone numbers, social security numbers for sure, last portions of dates of birth, things of that nature. You also asked if there's a way to seal or keep confidential the records, considering that it is a minor traffic rather than a criminal case. Traffic cases are criminal cases in Texas, but they don't have a mens rea. So they look and feel a little differently because we're not required to prove that a person is a bad person who sped. We don't go like they sped plus they're really evil. It's just, are they speeding or not? And there's no mental culpability associated with traffic offenses in Texas. So in that sense, I would agree with you that it is minor in that way. Okay.
Yeah.
There's not, I mean, I guess some people sinister speed, okay? But we don't really care about that. What we care about is, are they driving the safe speed or not? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Doesn't people's mental framework when they're doing a traffic violation doesn't affect the safety very much, if at all. Okay. But what I will say there is, as far as keeping it sealed or confidential, that is a question that you would need to talk to an attorney about. I'm not in a position to answer that. That
Okay.
has to do with expunctions. And, you'll need to talk to an expunction type attorney regarding that type of question. I can't tell you how to proceed
Okay.
to do that, but I can delay and not move forward right now while you seek some legal advice before we get started. I am willing to grant the deferred request that you have. I don't have a problem doing that. It's just that we may not be quite ready to take that step yet. If you
Okay.
would like to get, and it is your right to get some legal advice first, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you tell me, what do you want to do today? Do you want to proceed, or do you want to just get a delay, get some questions answered first, and then decide what you're doing?
I think I want to go ahead and proceed.
Okay. I will grant the deferred then and accept your plea of no contest on the speeding allegation. I am required in a deferred setting under state law. I should probably disclose this and give you another opportunity to back out if you want to. I need
Okay.
to disclose to you that I'm required by law, though, to order that you take a driving safety course anyway. And you were not a CDL holder, is that right?
No, Your Honor.
Have you been to a driver safety course for purposes of getting a ticket dismissed in the last year?
No, Your Honor.
If you wish to do the driving safety course option, it appears that you are eligible. If you did that, you would pay the court costs and not the fine. The court costs in this case are 144, I believe. Let me double check with the clerk. Yes. And so you would pay 144 instead of the 254. I would need license, which I think we already have a copy of, plus insurance. And on the day that you come in to sign the paperwork,
Mhm.
we can do this by email as well. It's kind of a lot. It's nice if a clerk walks you through it, but that's not a requirement. And then from the day that you pay the 144 and present license and insurance, you would have a 90-day window to complete a driving safety course that's approved for ticket dismissal in the state of Texas, and a copy of your driving record, 3A record. We'll put all this in writing and give you directions for how to do it. It's kind of a lot of detail. But if you want to do that and then you get everything turned in, you don't have to wait 90 days to turn it in. You could do it this weekend or next weekend and turn it in and be done. Once I receive the record and the certificate,
Mhm.
as long as they're the proper ones, I dismiss the charge. It's not a conviction on your record, and I waive the remainder of the ticket, which is the fine portion, which is $110 in this case. Are you interested in doing that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Can you pay the 144 and present license and insurance today?
Yes, Your Honor. I can come as soon as I leave the call.
Okay, then they're gonna have everything ready for you at the window. And I'm just gonna make a note, you're coming over now. And everything will be there for you to sign and review. And just if you have questions about how to do the things asked of you, ask the clerk. If you get home and have questions, email or call a clerk. We can help you. Okay?
Thank you, Judge Person.
You're welcome, Mr. Edelbrock. Good luck, and we'll see you at the window soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't think I saw Ashley Johnson come in, but I just want to double check. Are you here? Okay, we're just gonna leave that in warrant. I think, let me double check. Well, no, I can't accept, please. Let's see. I'm just gonna do I really am gonna do paperwork this time. Okay. So let's,
Judge, can you hear
yes,
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm not sure if it's my computer or not, but I can't get my picture up.
Okay. Mr. Eldon,
Yes, Eldon Ray Brown.
yes. I'm
My
sorry.
computer decided to do an update late last night, and I was hoping it'd be done this morning. Well, it is, but I've done Zooms before, but I've never had to where I haven't had my picture.
Let me check and see. I'm not sure that we need it. Okay.
Okay,
Give me a moment. I need to move Mr. Matson and Mr. Wolf forward.
okay,
But then
thank
I'll
you.
be with you, Mr. Brown, okay? Okay, Mr. Matson, Mr. Wolf, if y'all could check in with me, that would be great.
Judge, if we could reset this case to the next Zoom meeting, that would be great.
Okay, that's gonna be pretrial Zoom on September 9th, okay?
Sounds great, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Wolf, that works for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any further questions?
No, Your Honor.
Then with the thanks of the court, you're free to go.
All right. Thank you. You have a good day.
And you too, sir. Thank
Thank
you. Mr. Matson, you're moving forward. And if I could have Sterling Hall, if you can unmute, let me move you into that meeting.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see. Okay, Mr. Brown, let me double check your file and make sure I don't need anything further for you to continue on the call. It's probably fine, but I just want to confirm while you're waiting.
Yeah, I do have a picture I would like to show about the accident, and what the officer put down was completely wrong.
Okay,
There were
that's
three cars involved and not two.
I'm gonna stop you for a second.
Yeah.
That's actually something to talk to the prosecution about. And I shouldn't be hearing the nature of the dispute just yet.
Okay,
There may come a point where I rule on that, and that's fine. But I need to remain just the judge right now, neutral. It looks like we have, yeah, we already have your license and identification.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
So I don't feel concerned about getting you on screen. As long as you and Mr. Matson can hear one another, we're probably okay. As far as showing him a picture, is that something that you've already sent to the court?
No, I haven't. I didn't know how to go about this, and I have assumed this pretrial. I thought I was supposed to be talking to like a district attorney and not a judge.
It's both, because normally, a district attorney can meet with you on their own, but pre-trials are done in the courtroom, and so I'm here, but I don't listen to the conversation.
Okay.
You were a little late into the meeting and you might not have heard all of that, but you're fine, and we've got what we need. I was just asking that in case you were able to send it, the email that we sent the setting form to you that
Right.
set today with the link. If you were able to email that over to that email, your pictures, we could put them in the file for him to look at. Another option would be to scan them into the conversation chat, but that's going to be harder for us to get into that file, although you may or may
Right.
not want it to be in that file. That's up to you. Or you could probably arrange to email that to him directly while y'all are talking. So think about your options. I see him back in the room. I need to keep moving him forward. But
Okay.
Mr. Brown, you won't lose your place in line. I'll keep track, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Matson is what happened to the other? There he is. He had a little trouble. Do y'all still need to meet?
Yes, we're good to go.
Okay, great.
There is an agreement on this case, Judge, and if we could get updated deferral paperwork sent over, that would be fantastic.
Okay, can we get that signed today, Mr. Hall?
I believe so. Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And can we use the email that we used to set the meeting for today?
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Great. Then we'll get that ready and sent over sometime this morning. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me just make sure the clerk has what she needs.
Understood, Your Honor.
We have previous. Mr. Matson, can you send that over? We don't seem to be finding it in the file.
Yes, Judge, I can.
Thank you. That would be great. I'll give you a moment to do that, but I also know that folks are waiting, so I'll go ahead and move this forward. Lloyd Newton, if you could unmute. Are you here still?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I was trying to find the right screen out of all the open tabs.
Yes, got it. Okay, I'm moving you over to that meeting.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. Hall, I'm just making sure we have what we need.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I think Mr. Matz is going to send or y'all could tell me the terms and conditions.
I just forwarded an email to Aaron, Your Honor, that has the terms inside of it.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll get that over to you, Mr. Hall. Thank you.
I'll make sure that it's signed immediately.
Okay, great. We'll get that over very shortly.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I have excuse?
Yes, you're good to go with the thanks of the court. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Take care.
And you too. Okay, thank you. Let me know what I need to do for you. Let's see. Got Mr. Deutsch, Mr. Davis. Thank you. I think I made a mistake. Never mind. I didn't. I'm good. Okay, Mr. Newton, on the single
Yes.
stop speeding, um, on Evan Cruzen, where are we?
So my client, because he's under 25, would like just to take the driving safety class. He said he would pay today.
Mr. Mattson, do you have any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Let's see, and it's 144 plus license plus insurance today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we can email the paperwork to you,
Please, thank you.
and he can pay online or by phone.
Right.
And there's probably a convenience fee on that credit card machine.
I understand.
That is just passed over to them. It's just something that we can't avoid.
I
But
understand.
license and insurance then can just be forwarded over to us with the signed paper. And when
Perfect.
we see that payment go through, we'll know that he's set to go. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. May I be excused?
Yes, Mr. Newton, you are good to go with the thanks of the court.
Thank you. You have a great day, Judge.
And you too, sir. Thanks. Mr. Matson, I'm going to move you forward with Mr. Deutsch. Mr. Deutsch, you can unmute. Hi.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Let me move you over to the meeting with Mr. Matson.
Thank you.
And thank you. Move fast. I almost, I have a couple of stamps out. I almost stamped it. Yeah. So this lady, she's not here today, but we've had open cases with her. She's got pleas. I'm gonna go ahead and take her pleas. She asked for a payment plan. She can have 30 days, but I'll grant her an actual payment plan of $100 a month if she comes in within the 30 days.
Okay.
And so I'll recall her warrant for the 30 days. She needs a payment plan. I don't mind granting it, but I don't have a way to grant it without her signing it. All I can give her is 30 days. I just don't want her coming in and having them reset her or send me something saying, can you have a payment plan when I've already said she could? Because she may or may not ever come back, you know. It won't matter.
She's eligible for jail credit.
Check. Yeah, that's a good idea. Wouldn't hurt her or us.
Judge, out of curiosity, is defective driving an option if payment is not able to be done today?
Yes, as long as, let's name a date,
Okay.
and then we reset
Do
it.
you have a preference for that date?
I do not.
Okay, then I'm gonna go back and figure that out with Mr. Deutsch, and we'll be back in a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Apologies. You can always clear your throat. I have too many things coming in on too many devices.
No problem, Judge.
Okay. Here we go. Great. So we're looking at, what are we looking at doing? We have two cases.
So, Judge, on the speeding citation,
Yes.
I think it's probably best if we just reset this to the next Zoom date so that Mr. Deutsch can contact his client and convey the offer. And if we get it resolved prior to that date, then that's great.
Okay. 9/9/25. Is that okay, Mr. Deutsch?
It works, yes, thank you.
Great. And then on the other charge?
The other charge, I'm going to be moving to dismiss. Mr. Deutsch has submitted compliance documents, so we're all set there.
Is there a fee being charged with compliance?
No, Judge, there'll be a prosecutor dismissal.
Okay. Just making a note, and thank you. Mr. Deutsch, does this meet with your understanding of y'all's agreement?
It does, Your Honor. Thanks a lot for asking, and
Okay.
we're done, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Take care.
We'll email the dismissal to the email that we have on file along with the reset form. If you're here that day, because we need to, take care of business, that's perfectly fine. If it's resolved ahead of time, that's also fine for the court, okay?
I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Be well. Take care now.
I think if we get word that he wants to do the driving safety, I think you'll have to reach out to Ms. Stotts, who does the scheduling, and let her know that that offer has been accepted so we can generate the paperwork for that resolution.
Will do. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I'll be going. Thank you, Your Honor. Take care.
Take care. Okay, Mr. Matson, I'm sorry, you're moving forward with Roderick Davis. Mr. Davis, you're still with us. Mr. Davis, he had something happen with his computer. He's not able to get on screen today. He normally tells me that he normally can. He apologized for that. I told him it's not a problem. We've already identified him and we have his ID. And so I don't feel like he has to have that in order to proceed. But I will move him over to that meeting with you. Mr. Davis, are you able to get on or unmute your
Yes, ma'am, I am.
perfect. I'll move you over to that meeting with the prosecution, Mr. Matson, who is the equivalent of a DA at this level. Okay, they're moving over and yeah, we'll see where we go with that.
We're ready for you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay. Let me get Mr. Davis back over. Okay. Let's check in on Mr. Davis's case. Mr. Matson, can you tell me where we are?
Yes, Judge, we have reached an agreement. First, I'd like to reduce the fine on this citation.
Okay.
Right now, the fine is 400 and the court costs are 81.
Yes,
I'd like to reduce the fine to 15.
15.
Yes, ma'am, which would bring the total balance to 96.
The court will approve that.
And then once that reduction has been entered, Mr. Davis and I have reached an agreement for terms of deferral,
Okay,
which are just going to be payment of the outstanding balance by the 30th day. All other terms that are defaulted into the agreement are included.
okay. So let me make sure I'm clear. And Mr. Davis, I'm going to ask for your confirmation as well. This would be a reduction of fine and costs to a total of $96. The deferral will be 120 days. And that will be the terms and conditions are payment on time, which will be no later than 9/11, and no more additional offenses, no warrants or failures to appear, and keep your address current. If you meet those conditions, then the case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. I'm going to get that paperwork ready for you. I do need a signature from you, also Mr. Matson, but I know how to get his. If I can get you to come by the court, that's easiest for both of us. However, if that doesn't work for you, we can figure something else out. If so, if I saw you nod your head, what time today will work for you?
I couldn't be there probably around noon, about 12 o'clock, or
Okay, I'm going to put noon-ish. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
And we'll have paper at the desk for you. Any of the clerks at the window can help you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You have any further questions, Mr. Davis?
No, ma'am.
Well, sir, with the thanks of the court, you are free to go at this time, and we'll see you here shortly.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Mr. Matson, I'm going to move you forward with Daniel Miller. Mr. Miller, if you're able to unmute, that would be great.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'll move you over to that meeting with Mr. Matson.
Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Deutsch is coming back in. He may have already been able to talk to his client. Let me see what's up with him. Hi, Mr. Deutsch. Good morning again.
Yes, good morning. Thanks for letting me back in. I was afraid the door wasn't going to open.
Oh, no. I just needed to move a bunch of things around first.
I did reach my client, and he'd rather go with the first offer made by Mr. Matson was for a deferral, and that's what he indicates he'd rather do. So if I could wait my turn if I have to and go back to talk to Ryan again, then we can work that out.
I think what we can do is when he comes back, he's just got a matter to talk with a person. It's a single case, so it probably isn't like a super long time. And whatever we're confirming with them, then I can confirm the terms and conditions. Can I get that form back from you? And if you could go ahead and let me know what your understanding was, I'll just run it by him real quickly.
Let's see. It's 120-day deferral. He does have to take, because he's under the age of 25, he has to take the driver safety course within 60 days. And the amount was 200 something, but I'm not sure the exact amount he has to pay.
254.
254. And that has to be paid by what would the court grant on that?
Normally we do, it kind of is a little bit fluid, but we normally do 30 or 60 days.
You can probably do 30, but to be safe, why don't we do the 60?
Okay.
I'll tell him to just pay his pot as soon as possible.
Okay. So if we do that I don't think he's going to have a problem with it, but I want to make sure, since it's still on his docket, it's still in his court.
Sure. That was his initial offer. And then I suggested maybe you can do the driver safety course. I talked to my client, and it's not going to work.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have a problem with it. I just want to give him the respect of the fact that it's still, set on his pretrial list.
Certainly. Well, I'm just sitting here getting some work done, so whatever.
And then we can get the form done today. We'll send it to you, but just hang out. We'll check in with him, and
Sure.
make sure I don't need to further visit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. It's always better to just get things dealt with. I'm gonna mute for a second because I have something really funny to talk. Okay, Mr. Miller's coming back in. Mr. Matson, well, I'll check in on him in a moment. Daniel Miller, Mr. Matson, let's get a check in on where we are.
Judge, I reviewed this file and Mr. Miller has submitted all the documentation that I would typically require someone to submit to gain a dismissal. So I'm going to go ahead and move to do that at this time.
This was a case with where there was an accident with injuries. Is that right? Mhm.
That is correct.
My question is, have we looked at whether those issues have been resolved as well? I'm willing to make a delay while we do that because that's really, I don't like weighing in on a pending matter.
Are you referring to any insurance disputes that may be outstanding, Your Honor?
Yes. Or insurance covering injuries.
Mr. Miller would be able to speak on that better than I would.
Mr. Miller, is there anything, I mean, do you have any information about whether the person on the other side of this is pursuing insurance damages and coverage for any medical expenses?
Yes, I know the insurance has settled with them. They've had a payout. There is, however, another lawsuit that they filed since then on a more personal level. and that one has not been resolved yet.
Okay. We can reset this case and get some of those items from you, like the payout that you were discussing, and also,
Okay.
maybe that other case gets resolved perhaps. I know those things can take a while, and they're not much fun to wait for. I do understand that.
Right.
I don't like dismissing in the middle of a controversy because it gives what attorneys do with that. I'm not suggesting that this is you, but what attorneys often will do with that is suggest that the court is weighing in on the matter. And I am not that judge. I don't do that. So we can delay, and I think I would look at a delay maybe more likely in October.
Sure.
This means that the court is taking the possibility of a dismissal is still there. I'm not removing that from your options. I'm just saying I want to wait and take a neutral position until we know that that's getting resolved. Most of those things do get resolved. They just take a while and they're not.
Right. I understand.
Yeah. So I think that you hear me and we're good. Let me get a date in late October and let's do a check-in at that time, see if we're
All right.
anywhere closer. And as you get paperwork, like you said, there was maybe an initial payout. That's something that would be good to send to the court or Mr. Matson or both the court and Mr. Matson either. If you send it to the
All
court
right.
email where we're already writing to you, we put
Sure.
we put it in the file that he has access to.
All right. Yeah, I'll see what I can get on that.
Okay, the 21st of October is that date that I have Zoom in October. Will that work for you both?
I believe it should.
Okay,
That should be fine, Judge.
okay. All right then. We'll just reset and we do have, contact. We have had contact with someone. I don't actually know because it's been through the clerk's office about getting records. And we've let them know this is a pending matter and that we don't have a disposition on the case.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And they've asked, and I've said, until there's a disposition of the case, there's a citation, and they have that. They're allowed to have that.
Okay.
But as far as a disposition, I don't have a disposition at this time.
Right.
Okay. I will let you go. We will send that reset information to you here shortly. Don't forget about it because it's in
Yes,
October.
ma'am.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Matson, just a quick question. Elliot Deutsch's client has asked that he pursue the original offer of a deferral. And it sounds like what would work for them. And I want to make sure this is acceptable to you since it is still pending on the pretrial docket. A 120-day deferral, of course, on the 60th day and payment not later than the 60th day. Does that meet with your ability to sign?
It does, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Deutsch, the court will prepare that and get Mr. Matson's signature. I'll also put my signature on so that when you sign it and send it back to us, you already have a copy. Okay.
Very good.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ryan. Take care. Okay.
Thank
You too, Mr. George.
Yep. Awesome.
Mr. Matson, moving you forward with Miss Batriel, Crystal Batriel. And I know she can get on screen here in a second. I saw her a moment ago. Crystal Batriel. There she is. Okay, great. Let's move you over to a meeting with Miss Batriel. She is a CDL holder. Exactly. Moving Miss Betriel back over. Yeah, that lack of heaviness. Okay, where are we on this matter?
Okay, he said that he could do so. I forgot what he said it was called, to reduce the ticket down to 65 instead of 88, and then reduce the ticket down to 20, and I would still have to pay the court fee, which would put me at like 150, and then give me 30 days to pay it.
Mr. Matson, can you go ahead too?
That is correct, Judge. I'm going to be sending over a motion to reduce the speed and request that the fine, which is currently set at 130, be reduced to $20, which will bring the total balance to 154. And then those two things in conjunction, once those have been finalized by the court, she'll be making payment within 30 days.
Okay, real quick question. The reduction of the speed will go to what?
65 and a 60.
And 30 days to pay the 154?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Betriel, let me ask you, if I email this all over to you once we have that paperwork completed, can you print it, sign it, and email it back?
Yeah, immediately. I can do it immediately.
Okay, it may take us a few minutes. We need to get everything done, but it would be the part where you agreed to pay within 30 days, and it'll show the offense and it'll show the.
Okay, I'll wait for it and then I'll send it back as soon as I can finish it.
Okay, yeah, check in about an hour. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
You're good to go with the thanks of the court.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Matson, the next person you're meeting with is Mr. Eldon Ray Brown. And I want to apologize. He was the person who was having the visual, the difficulty getting on screen. But we met and I do have his ID and I don't think that we need it for this meeting as long as y'all are able to communicate. Mr. Brown, are you able to unmute? Mr. Brown? We might try just calling him. Let's see. Let me see if I can reach him.
Hello.
There we go. Hi.
Hi.
Mr. Brown, great. I
Yes.
need to send you over to that meeting, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, Mr. Brown got disconnected from the meeting room.
I heard it disconnect. Were y'all finished? Was he?
We were not.
Okay, he'll probably come back in. If he's not back in the next minute or so, we'll continue to wait for him, but we'll let you move forward for until he's back.
Sure.
You never know, why that's happening. The person, I mean, I will take a court's pass until we know what's happening. I'm sure
I would assume it was some kind of connection issue because he was mid-sentence when he cut out.
he's been having trouble. He really hasn't had trouble all morning, but he relayed to me that he's had trouble before he logged in today.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's fine. We'll solve it with him. Let me go ahead and move you over to Mr. Turner. Can I get you on the screen perhaps and definitely unmuted?
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Turner. Let me move you over to the meeting room. I can't see things. Do you like your face? Perfect. We do have some feedback. Hopefully it'll come in the breakout room. Turn it off again. I know. It did. It sounded like Pac-Man.
Yeah, it's like something was
Yeah.
goes on the screen.
I'll end about resetting, let him know we saw the problem, and the court wants to, give him a chance to have a better day, basically. Things just weren't going easily for the man.
Like talking, doing making race pictures.
It's Round Rock, so. And he seemed from the picture like he might be senior person. You never know. There was a big shooting in Austin yesterday at the Target. Yeah, that was rough. Mentally ill person. Killed 3 people. I don't think mentally ill people should be like that. I don't want to be in that storm when that happens. You can do almost anything. Is Mr. Turner ready to come back?
He is, Judge.
Okay, let's check in.
Judge, we're going to go ahead and reset this. Mr. Turner needs a bit more time to speak with an attorney.
Okay, that's fine. Let's reset for Zoom because you're Zoom, and we'll reset for September.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear September
9th.
September 9th. Okay, same time.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm in this little box of a room. Sorry about
9.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
We'll send it all to your email.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you. I'm gonna end the live stream.